Good evening, sir. Thanks very much for your time. Now, these are your last days as the acting national spokesperson of the ANC. Explain to our viewers the process that was followed to clear Mabe, who will, of course, soon be resuming his duties as national spokesperson.
No, thank you very much to you, Mr. Mvuku, as well as the viewers at home. The allegations against Comrade Pule Mabe were brought forward late last year. The process started actually last year. Initially, it started with a mediation process to deal with human resources related issues which were dealt with. In the beginning of this
What are those? What are human resources related issues?
Yeah, that he interfered with the salary package of the said PA, that she was supposed to have certain packages which she was denied. So all those particular issues.
So did Pule Mabe interfere in her, or intervene in her package?
For now, according to the report that we have received from the panel, those particular issues through a mediation process were dealt with, and I think they were corrected. The only case that was outstanding was the one of sexual harassment, which said earlier this year, evidence was submitted by both parties, and after a due consideration by the panel, after each of the parties made their final submissions, it was established that there was no case of sexual harassment against Pule Mabe, and his matter was cleared. And so far, because there is a system problems that was also established by the panel about the ANC, is that within 3 months from now, we should have a fully fledged policy on sexual harassment policy, which all staff members of the ANC as well as leaders needs to be educated on. That's part of the recommendations that both of them, of the Pule Mabe as well as the PA, should resume their duties as early as tomorrow, because both of them was placed on special leave for purposes of allowing the case to proceed.
And her salary has gone back to what it was initially?
A salary package will remain where it's supposed to be.
Before Pule Mabe tampered with it?
Well, I can't say whether he tampered with it or what, but everything has been brought to normal.
Should be there.
Yes.
He either did or didn't?
Yeah, that's...
So he did, but now that has all been sorted?
No, that has all been sorted related to human resources issues.
Just say with disciplinary matters, if will the ANC's Integrity Committee recommended to the NEC that members implicated in the VBS looting scandal should be ordered to step aside from all leadership positions and activities of the ANC. Did the special NEC meeting decide on that issue?
Look, the special NEC meeting did not decide. That was not part of our agenda items. There was no recommendation or report from the Integrity Commission related to the VBS matter, including any other persons or any other member or leader of the ANC. So far, the Integrity Commission has not yet recommended anything.
So the special NEC meeting didn't take any decision on what should happen to those implicated in the VBS looting?
Look, all those who are implicated on issues of ethics and morality, normally a meeting such as the National Executive Committee is too big to deal with such matters. Normally such matters are dealt with by the top 6 of the ANC, which include the President to the Treasurer General, or that particular top 6 can refer such a matter to the Integrity Commission, as it is the case with VBS, as it will be the case with all those who might find themselves in conflict with the law after all processes of the list are completed.
So the issue was not on the agenda this past weekend?
No, the issue was not on the agenda. What was on the agenda was to receive the progress report related to the list processes. So far, list processes of the ANC are concluded. What we are left with is that we have received the date from the IEC that all parties must have submitted their list by the 13th of March, and they should have registered for elections of 2019. That particular breakdown is there. So we will be complying as the African National Congress to submit our list. At the stage where we are now, it's where members need to accept or decline nomination. So that's the stage where we are in now.
But then what happens to people like Malusi Gigaba, for instance? I mean, who was found by the public protector to have violated the Constitution and the executive member's ethics, and he's there at the top of your list.
Yes, I think for now, we would respect the outcome of the internal democracy of the ANC. Such matters will be dealt with, like I've said, either through the top six of the ANC or through the Integrity Commission. In our case, as members of the National Executive Committee, we will not be allowed to make a judgment on any one of ourselves, except...
Public protector spoken, though.
But still that particular matter has to be considered through our Integrity Commission, if it has to do with ethics and morality, or even the issue of the integrity. So the committee that is best placed is that one. So once all these things are considered, the vetting process is done, a report is tabled before the leadership of the ANC for considerations of certain individuals or certain members. I'm sure at that particular stage, they will also be given an opportunity to reply, or the Integrity Commission will make proper recommendations after considering each case one by one.
Now, you have also decided to appeal against last week's ruling that Supra Mahumapelo should immediately be reinstated as the chairperson of the ANC in the Northwest. Why? What is the principle that you're trying to defend here?
Look, for now, there's a new NEC decision from the meeting that we held over the weekend.
What's the decision?
Yeah, the NEC has resolved to opt not to go the route of the legal process. That as the African National Congress, we have enough capacity to handle our matters through our internal processes. So we have opted for a political solution, wherein we have established a rapid response team, which is led by Comrade DSG Jesse Chuarte, with Comrade Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, and Comrade Stu Motlameni, which will be the team that will be leading to bring a political solution between the PEC as well as the PTT in the Northwest, so that we get out of the courts the issues of appeals and all those particular issues which are before the court. Some of them may be reviewed depending on the agreements which will be brokered between the rapid response team as well as the parties affected. And immediately thereafter, we have agreed that the provincial elections team for now will take a lead until a political solution is found to bring stability and peace to our structures in the Northwest. So what we are requesting from all the leaders, all the alliance partners, as well as all our structures in the Northwest, is that all of us must focus on the elections campaign. We are only left with 77 days before the 8th of May. So there's no time to nurse each other on other issues, but for us to focus in ensuring that we renew the mandate of the African National Congress come the 8th of May.
But what was the argument of those that wanted this matter to be appealed? What was the underlying principle that they felt needed to be defended?
Look, there are a number of issues. For instance, is that the deadline of the mandate of the PEC lapsed on the 13th of February. So for some it was that the PEC is not in good standing. But it's not for us to argue as the African National Congress against court orders. It's upon us as a governing party, it's in our interest to respect the rule of law. A court order, it's a court order. What we can best find is to ensure how we get to implement that particular court order. And that's why, as part of our respect to the court order, is that we opt to get a political solution, which political solutions, once parties have agreed, we can then get a declaratory order to make an agreement, whatever that would have been agreed, make it an order of the court to ensure that we comply with the mandate and the directive of the court.
Okay, that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you very much for coming through this evening. The ANC's acting national spokesperson, Dakota Lehuete.